No, my detector, my aerial for detecting bullshit is very high. So some things, when they are not adding up, I'm sorry, I won't board that bandwagon you're trying to onboard me, you're trying to load me into. You're trying to make me join your pity parade. Because Boniface Mwangi has been orchestrating a lot of psyops ever since last month. And you're seeing they are escalating as we're getting closer and closer to June 25th. And this is not a coincidence. Well, they started with us with the BBC documentary. If you looked at that BBC documentary, it was a sham. It was framed. It was captured to make you fear because they only caught the bad side of it. And that's why we keep on telling you, June 25th, 2024, the revolution of the Gen Z is our story to tell. It's not for fucking Muzungu pieces of shit. It's our story to tell. So they come there, they just show everything is just grotesque, blood. Because once you see that, you're going to be deterred from future protests because they turned it, they focused their entire lenses through the pain and suffering of Kenyans who are killed. While that is true, there are so many other triumphs that occurred ever since that day. You know very well that we have kept politicians, they are scared of us. Every day they are waking up, they are talking about social media, because we are the last bastion of opposition in this country. They have bought out everyone. They have bought out the judiciary. They have bought out the opposition. They have bought out the NGOs, the civil society, all the accessories, all the tenets of democracy, the ones that defy free will. A just government where there is checks and balances. Everyone has been co-opted. Everyone has been bullied to submission. But I will not allow myself. I mean, you have bought everyone else. You think you can buy me? You think I'm a prostitute? I'm an ideological prostitute? We have so many gains. That is what they are trying to suppress from our collective consciousness. There are so many gains beyond the people who died. We will atone for their death. We will revenge for their death. Everyone was involved. You will be hanged on Parliament Road, you useless pieces of shit. You will be hanged for killing young people whose only crime was demanding better governance for the Republic of Kenya. I'm not here to board your pity parades. Just because you're called Boniface Mwangi, you went to Tanzania claiming you want to liberate them, while you very well helped entrench the William Ruto regime. The thing here with Kenyans is every time you're faced with the convergence between the time and making a decision, you always seem to sweep that under the carpet. You always want to make it look like, oh, we can accept and move on. We can forget. We can momentarily sweep that under the carpet. No! Your lives, you live them with accountability. I've seen you women on social media. Anytime a man just doesn't even reply to your text, you're there saying, this man has delayed. I will not talk to him again. But when it comes to politics, you suspend all that rationality. You suspend, because if somebody has not been a good partner, has not been a faithful spouse, you are able to quickly respond to that. But when it comes to politics, you are always ready to extend all this latitude, all be in the name of acceptability, all in the name of political correctness. No, I am not boarding. The question is very simple. Boniface Mwangi, did you tell Kenyans to leave Nairobi CBD on June 25th? That question he has been unable to answer for a whole 1 year. He has instead treated us to charade, arrests, I don't know what. He's been beaten by police. I don't know, he was arrested when he was drunk. And then every other time he is only evading from answering this very specific question. Did you mobilize people to leave CBD on June 25th? Does the footage exist? You were even slapped by Kenyans who called you a traitor for telling them to leave CBD. Why were you telling them to leave CBD? And you were masking it under the guise of, they left CBD because of their safety. But when they went to Gaitho, you literally had planned with the Kenya police so that they are trailed, so that their houses were raided, Safaricom was disconnected, and there was a genocide. As we are Kenyans, one life is as important as 1 million people. So if you're saying that the mortuaries were full, city mortuary was full, if you're saying that the bodies were dumped, there were so many that some of them were dismembered and dumped in the Kware dump site. If you're saying some were incinerated in Kahawa barracks, if you're saying that over 300 to 1,000 Kenyans have been missing, those are not mere statistics, those are lives, those are shattered families. You want me to forget that? Because you took yourself on a business class ticket to Tanzania, you went and stayed in a 5-star hotel, and then you created a charade in collaboration with your media idiots, the idiots of Citizen TV, Nation Media, Standard, the ones who are foisting your propaganda and bullshit and psyops on their front pages and their breaking headlines. And then you want to onboard me? Even if I am the last one in the country, I am not boarding. I will stay true to my convictions. That you are a traitor, you're on the payroll of Ruto, you're on the payroll of the Ministry of Interior, you're on the payroll of Julie Geshoro's husband, Tony Flash Geshoro. They paid you to come and demobilize us, they paid you to infiltrate us, and now you want us to foist you. This whole charade has been orchestrated for me, specifically Francis Gaitho, because I have emerged as his staunchest critic. But I'm not criticizing him. I am just poking holes in your bullshit cock and bull stories. You will tell us the people who died in Gaitho, are they less important than you? You want us now to suspend their plight and focus on your self-induced problems because you did not consult Kenyans when you were going to Tanzania? Because we would have told you how? Who do you think you are? Who the fuck do you think you are? Who died and made you God that you have been unable to solve Kenya's problems and now you're going to solve for our neighbors? Fuck you, man. You will not emotionally blackmail me. I know you hate me, especially you neoliberal, bougie-ass content creators, and I know you hate me. Whatever I do, the content I make, the camera I'm using, the microphone I'm using, it's not you who paid for me. So who the fuck do you think you are that you're going to try and emotionally blackmail me? And then you see the contradiction of this Boniface Mwangi story is that the people who are promoting it, because don't forget, this is a story which has its own set of influencers. A story with and you're thinking, is this a plight? Shouldn't you first go to hospital? Shouldn't you first go to a therapist, a shrink, so that you come and talk after you've done all of that? But you're trying to emotionally manipulate us by crying on TV. You think that is going to sway our skepticism about you, about your role in infiltrating the movement? No, it won't. We are still holding on to the questions, and we are going to ask you, even if God forbid you are to die, Boniface Mwangi, that will be your legacy. We will keep on saying that Boniface Mwangi was acting with the government and foreign agencies and unscrupulous business people like Tony Geshoro to undermine the people-driven revolution, the Gen Z movement. Now, whether you onboard all the celebrities, all the what, in fact, if you go right now on Grok, go on X, ask Grok, when was the first tweet of Boniface Mwangi related to the Finance Bill 2024? It will show you June 10th was the first time he ever interacted with anything governance and policy and finance related. Go again and ask them, when was the first time Hanifa Sarfi interacted or spoke about the Finance Bill? It will tell you June 16th. You see, I have my facts. You were imposed, you were insinuated in this movement, foisted as its leader, and then you had your barrage, your coterie of pliable media. You had Al Jazeera with idiots like Gadara. You had CNN with idiots like Larry Madowo. All of them came and foisted you to make you look like you are the leader, but you were imposed. So that everyone comes on board, and then last minute you can tell people, no, Don't occupy State House. That's what you and Hanifa did, you useless scumbags. Because you were foisted. And Kenyans, because they are gullible, because Kenyans lack the tools, the discernment to see through the bullshit, me, I will not sacrifice mine in the sake or in the interest of political correctness. You think I need to be in your clique? You think I need to be loved by you? No, me, I'm here to speak my truth like anyone else, and you're trying to infringe in my constitutional rights to question every narrative that is flung in my head. You useless piece of shit, Boniface Mwangi. Nobody cares about your shit. You pay journalists who rarely cover even topical issues that are of importance to us. They are giving you wall-to-wall coverage. You think we don't see through the contradiction. You think you don't see through the bullshit. You're trying to disrupt our march on June 25th and earlier. You're trying to give us all these sideshows. Who sent you to Tanzania? Nobody. Went there on your own volition. You're there with Mother Karua. You're there trolling Samia Suluhu. Who will I troll now as a Kenyan? Will I troll Ruto or will I troll Samia? You see, stop giving us all this nonsense. We can see through the bullshit. You can do it. Because the unity that we achieved, the cohesion that we achieved last year cannot be broken, cannot be shattered by one media interview or one BBC documentary. We have beautiful stories to tell. We are giving politicians sleepless nights and we can see the win. There was the Madaraka Day celebrations in Homa Bay. Not even a single musician agreed to participate. No religious leader is officiating Ruto's functions that during the national prayer breakfast, they had to fly in a pastor from America. These are small wins, but wins nonetheless. And we are celebrating them. So even if you depict, you and Sam Getuku, you did a documentary with Citizen TV, and you are projecting, oh, everyone was angry. There was so much bloodshed. You're trying to show us the negative to act as a deterrence. To deter people from taking on mass action. But those were the best days of our life. And let me tell you, Kenyans have tasted power. We are not going back. The way we are giving politicians sleepless nights, the way they are planning on legislation to infringe on our rights, on our freedom of speech, that's where we need them to be. We need them to be cornered like that. So don't come here trying to feign or to manufacture grief on Kenyans. Because that's what politicians do. They come on our TV screens. You try and manufacture grief for me. Me, I'm happy. I am happy, me, and I am in hiding. I have been cut off from my family and friends, but I am still happy because at the end of the day, there is hope in the horizon. I can see there is hope for a better Kenya, for a brighter future for our children beyond this dichotomy that has been crafted by the foreign elements like you and the media saying, oh, we are only stuck with Raila and Ruto. Those are our only political choices to infinity. Fuck them. Fuck you. We have stepped into a new wave of enlightenment. Our joy, our livelihoods, our constitutional rights and freedoms. We are Kenyans. You will not be given money by George Soros and Bill Gates to come and push silly agendas over here. We've watched you for 10 years, and let me tell you, the glorious beauty about all of this is that Boniface Mwangi, you had never for a single day in your life envisioned a reality that the algorithms will be liberalized and people like me will get a voice to challenge your bullshit. We've been watching you doing this shit, dying inside because we can't react, we can't respond, but we've been watching you do this shit for over 15 years. We've been new that you are fraud, Boniface Mwangi. We've been new. So coming on TV to cry, you're trying to spread misery to Kenyans who are already going through a lot of shit. People whose houses are being closed. People who are dying. You go to hospital today, there is no medicine, there is no doctors. You go there, you're dead immediately. You're condemned to death because of and SHA is not working. And then because you went on a highly paid excursion to Tanzania, stayed in a 5-star hotel, created some sideshows which were covered live on Citizen TV, very media, mainstream media by Linus Kaikai. Shame on you, Linus Kaikai, and your coterie of delinquent journalists, you fucking asshole. We cannot be doing the same shit. We are trying to fight for a better Kenya where you will also benefit. So how comes every time we make 2 steps, you take us 1 step, 2 steps behind? What the fuck is wrong with you? It's because you guys have nothing else to offer. You know, in a just and equal society, in a merit-oriented environment, you guys have no place because you have no brains, because you have no skills, marketable or otherwise. And so the prospects of an equal society and a new regime and a new dispensation where everyone's life matters, giving you sleepless nights because the only way you can extract relevance is by going to sell out, trying to maintain a despotic regime in power. Like, how stupid, how dark do your hearts have to be, you fucking journalists, you fucking commercial activists? Who fucked you in the head? So Boniface Mwangi, if you're going to host a press conference, stop paying influencers to come and try and emotionally blackmail me and reverse psychology me. Sijui Gaitho anapiga Bonino, unaona vile aliteseka. Who will speak for the children in Githurai? Who will speak for the children in Rongai? You want me to speak about somebody? You want me to get into solidarity with somebody who takes their children in Brookhouse? Their sources of funding is not very clear. I suspend my activism for Rongai, for Githurai, for everyone who died during the protest. Oh, fuck you, man. I am here to question every narrative. Listen, you came to my screen. There is no way you can bring yourself to my screen, push a story, and have the profound sense of entitlement that I should not question it. I should not poke holes into your theories, into your narrative. That I should just be onboarded. I should just move with the wind, flow with the river. No. Boniface Mwangi, me, I'm tired of your bullshit. Do it for as long as it floats your boat. But me, you're not onboarding me. You won't send those idiots, Jeremy Gui and Nyamisa Chelagat. And who, you know, look at who the men, how they are talking about Boniface Mwangi and his sexual, I don't know, ordeal. Who will talk about the children who were massacred? Who will talk about the bodies which were dismembered? Stop making it look like your grievances are bigger and they warrant more of our attention than others which are a consequence of Boniface Mwangi's retrogressive interventions. So I'm not boarding in the Boniface Mwangi shit show. Miss me with that bullshit, bro. Miss me with that bullshit. And to Boniface Mwangi and your commercial activists, all those people who you think you hate me for what? Do I eat at your mother's house? Huh? Do you pay my fucking rent? These bundles that I'm using right now, are you the ones who has paid for them? No. So go fuck yourselves, all of you.
You are watching Wasource TV.